And it'll stay with Ohio State. Got a shot clock reset as well. Only 6 seconds left on the man up. Oh, that came loose in a hurry. It's going to be a hot ground ball today, and Pace Billings has this one. Who can break the seal here? Just about 11 minutes in. Turning shot to score. It's Michigan. And guess who? Ryan Cohen. Cohen, one of the best in the country, finding just a sliver of space and giving Michigan the first goal of the game.
Emphasis on this week, and at the end of the day, you want to beat your rival.
Solid spin there for Liam White. It goes straight away to Shane O'Leary. Rivalry indeed. And Nick Myers said he was told 15 times walking to the locker room after the Maryland game, go beat the team up north. It was an immediate thought. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and just wide of Taylor again.
Liam White's been a special player this year. A lot of praise coming out of Boys Latin in Baltimore, Maryland. Now coming to Ohio State, having a couple different runs, and another one.
Garrett Haas tumbling to the ground, ties it at 1.
Garrett Haas, an interesting story himself. Spends 2 years on a mission trip and gets to Ohio State last year, and then scores a big one here, a big pivotal part of this Ohio State offense.
The mission trip, Lovejoy High School in Texas.
Teams now, you know they have your number. And that's why some of these freshmen that come on the scene that people aren't too familiar with their game sometimes have great years because they just don't know how certain players play.
Shot clock under 30 for Matthews. On the doorstep and circles back. Dylan McGee feeds Marigny. Now it's Haas going to work. Got the dodge around Marlowe. Haas turns and scores. Ohio State in front. Haas's second of the day.
Garrett Haas putting on a clinic, right to right, coming back, shifty. Reminds me of a young Michael Sowers, and coming up the hash, absolute paints that right pipe. Look at the way he has his hands back, turns it, and is in go mode. Garrett Haas is gonna be a player we can.
Carson Billig will slow it up. Scored his first career goal in March against Notre Dame. Since that Notre Dame game that Michigan lost 19-7, the Wolverines have lost just once, and that was at home against Penn State, and the Nittany Lions had to rally.
The second half of the season for the Wolverines is always something special. A team that, again, you do not want to count out in late April, early May.
Stanit answers.
Some heavy shooters for Michigan. Stanit, we saw Molahan earlier today. Look at the way he comes downfield dodging, catches out of the box, and it's go time. Langermeyer has no opportunity to catch up down the alley. Bingo! With that corner. Stanit, we've seen this at Princeton, and now what he's doing at Michigan is something very exciting.
Jack Oldman gets the ground ball. Top 5 in the country in ground balls this year, leading the Big Ten. This thing has been neck and neck. When one has scored, it seems like the other's been able to answer pretty quick.
Very back and forth. This is probably one of the most balanced rivalries we've seen in recent years. Myers obviously fired up. Wants a penalty, wants some sort of call there from the refs. Is not getting it. And Buckeyes, here they come.
It looked like a high stick there onto the helmet of Marinier. And Ohio State goes right back in front. Ben Mayer, the senior. Offense starting to loosen up a little bit for the Buckeyes.
Just took a couple there. Some nerves, some traditional feelings, but this is what Ohio State wants. The shorty on short matchup. Look at how Ben squares the hips, makes a quick little nudge, and then comes around right over the top. If you're a young lacrosse player out there, watch this on repeat. The way he comes right over the top, right over the shoulder is so important if you want to become a great player at this level. Defense, they have to get it going in order for your team to win.
Regular season championship goes to the victor. Another face-off win for Ohio State. Early chance on the doorstep and an immediate goal for the Buckeyes. 8 seconds in, and it's Ed Sheen with his first of the day.
Talk about a huge momentum swinger starting out the second half. Big win by Ono here, coming down. They have Island on the wing, specifically play a little offense, little defense, and then obviously you see Ed Sheen on the doorstep. Bingo. That's a great.
Cohen rubbing off the pick. Langermeyer swatting at him. Out of the tangle, straight away. Stanton, shifty. Good recovery. And a switch from Foster. Short stick against Lockwood. Cohen flipping front, Stanton scores! The off-ball movement pays off again for the Wolverines. And they answer Ohio State's goal to start the third.
That is textbook ball movement from a great Division I program like Michigan. If we take a look at the way they're dodging with their head up, but also they're looking at the next feed, standing in the right place at the right time, puts the ball low, and it is just glorious right there. That is high-level Division I lacrosse.
Second for Stanton today. Again, Kevin Conroy pointed out to us that he could be poised for a big game with his dodging ability. But we talked about the crispness with which Ohio State scored their first goal. Michigan might have been just as crisp there.
The back and forth battle, the rivalry, we chatted about this earlier. We knew a game would be just like this, and the Buckeyes are charging.
And Marinier converts. Finally breaking his own seal. The top goal scorer in the Big Ten has his first, and Ohio State strikes quick again.
We chatted with Alex Marinier earlier this week, and we asked him, what's the favorite shot on the field? And he said, without a doubt, the fast break point shot. You see coming down, they fake him off. Marinier gets the ball, shoots it, and that is his favorite shot. Look at the way he steps into it, and he has a cannon. That's why he has 41 goals on the year.
To corral it, can't find it, and finally picks it up. Feels like this stretch of the game, heart of the third quarter with Ohio State in command up 2, and how defensive it's been. Huge point in the game for Michigan to stay in touch.
Definitely. A little bit of a lull we feel. The momentum came out hot, Ohio State scoring, then Michigan scoring. We're settling in now. And which team's going to make the next step forward?
Justin Ford stepping forward. And a bouncer in! Ford has hardly played this year, and he scores in the biggest game of the season.
What a shot by Ford. Doesn't play that much. Right to left, dominant right hand. Goes fast down the alley on Ari Allen. And a simple, fundamental, high bouncer. Gets big tasty. And look at that, Ford on the board in the biggest game of the season. In Canada, coming back from a family that plays sports. A little bit of temper on them. A little bit of temper. We obviously saw that there. Him and Hunter Taylor getting after it. But Buckeyes ball.
A swat from Billings. One of the best in the country does it again. A catch in transit. Van Wees. Marlowe. Extra feed Lockwood. Michigan can tie here. Heart of the field, and Case Van Wees scores. His first goal of the year makes it 5-5. And unlikely heroes knotting the game with Ford and Van Wees. What a game. We've had everything. Bowen's delivered multiple blows so far today, but Michigan with the last two punches. Van Wees the latest.
Questionable calls, but at the end of the day, tensions are high when you play your rival.
So Foster to a knee, 30 seconds to operate, extra man for Michigan. Both teams 0 for 3, man up today. Quick flip, LaBelle, patient, and it pays off. 3 unanswered goals for the Wolverines to go in front.
LaBelle, what a career. We talked about it earlier. Not playing that much earlier in the season and playing great since the Hopkins game, but it really goes to Cohen. Look at the eyes at the top. LaBelle just waiting for that pass. Little dip and dunk action on the crease and puts Michigan up. Look at that. Tacey getting shaked out of his shoes and celebrating.
Under 3 minutes to go in the third. 3 straight goals for the Wolverines after Ohio State had slight control of this game for a while.
I don't love that take by Garrett Haas.
A little quick.
A little quick. Michigan just came down and scored. You guys just got the ball back from not having it for a couple minutes. Not even above goal line extended to try to make a fake and finish and score. I don't like that. I think that's a, hey, let's settle up and let's see what we can do.
Oh, what a pass, and Morgan pays it off.
The momentum is definitely switched here in Ann Arbor. Ohio State came out of the half ready to go, and it's all been Michigan ball recently. With a little dodge right to right, and just dodging with your head up is so important. A little cut in the crease. Tasty's mad. Michigan scores, and they go up by
2. We did not see that much space for Michigan on the offensive end. Now it feels like the burn offense could come into play for Michigan, where they wind it really late in control up by 2.
Definitely. Michigan wants to take all their shots under 20 to 10 seconds within the shot clock. They're up by 2. Let's not force it. Let's make them play our style of offense.
Morgan sizing up. Faking out Bowen. Morgan scores! Shake and bake to put Michigan up 3.
What a move. This is exceptional footwork. Dante Bowen didn't even know where he was going, but shout out to Morgan for working on his COD in the offseason. Look at this, coming up top. One for the hezzy, coming back, potentially flipping his hips. Bingo, got some. Coming top side, right on the doorstep. 5-hole, mom keeps the cookies, and Morgan is celebrating with the fist pump.
Missed. Houlihan the backup. It's senior day today, and his message to the seniors was thank you for believing. When you came here in 22, things weren't going too well.
Things were not. Things were not going that well.
Houlihan with a tough shot. Viak keeps it up again as the shot clock was expiring. And here comes Ohio State. Unsettled right now. Can they capitalize? Under 6 to go. Haas turning. Ohio State feels like they need a goal on this possession. Matthews, got it. Ohio State not done yet. It's 8-6. Their first goal since the early stages of the third. Gannon Matthews with the spark that Ohio State badly needed. Michigan was...
And we see LaBelle washing it down with some orange Gatorade.
If Michigan holds on, you would imagine it's the blue Gatorade that comes out again.
Definitely.
Stanton! Mayak makes the save. Feels like any goal at this point for Michigan could be the dagger.
Yes, in reverse. Any goal for Ohio State could be the momentum switcher, and that's what they need here. Long pass by Big Tasty, and this could be the momentum swinger that the Buckeyes need.
They got the stop. Plenty of time with 4 minutes left. If they get a goal here, this game is very much alive. Matthews had the last one for Ohio State after a long drought. And it does it again! 2 Gannon cannons to make it 8-7.
Gannon Matthews, huge goal for the Buckeyes. A player that transferred from Cleveland State to the Buckeyes last year, played a lot last year, been silent this year, and takes that seniority route, the advantage. The left to right quick split, top shelf. Hunter Taylor doesn't even react. And he's like, hey, we still have 1 or 2 more to go. Shot clocks to not give your opponent the opportunity to score. And as a coach, you don't exactly know what the right call is.
Matthews might be the right call here. He scored the last 2. Hot stick for the Buckeyes. Marinier still pretty quiet today with just 1. Haas thought about it. Marinier, keep it moving. Matthews, whipping. O'Leary with the turn. A bouncer, oh, it's in! Down he goes, and in it goes. 8-8. With Ohio State near a flat line, now they're tied.
Shane O'Leary, another transfer goal coming from UMass to the Buckeyes this year. What a fantastic goal. Using his body to get around his defender, all lopsided, and gets the shot off. Primarily a lefty shooter and makes it happen. High bouncer. And he says, hey, it's tied up. We still got 1 more to go.
Settled. Substitutions happening, and Ohio State will set up its offense. But after that Utah loss, Ohio State rattles off 11 in a row to rise as high as number 2 in the country. It looked like they might be done today, but they have rallied to tie it at 8. Big Ten regular season championship to the winner. Down to the wire in Ann Arbor. Dodge for Haas. Got a little bit of space. Flip it in the middle. Shane! Oh my goodness! Four straight, and Ohio State's in front.
What a move by Garrett Haas. This is an absolute clinic. Shake it. I've never even seen a move like this. The left to right, and then coming back with this. Oh my God, the swim. Mikey Sowers-esque. Eddie Sheen on the inside, just throws it low. You have 2 defenders' feet right there. Hunter Taylor doesn't even know where it's going, and the Buckeye bench is electric to go up. Expect anything less out of the rivalry. Ohio State versus Michigan, labeled the game. Waiting to start this last. Ohio State taking it here. A minute left, 35 seconds down. Gannon Matthews, middle of the field, gonna can it, and that could potentially do it for Ohio State. Gannon Matthews, the last 4 for the Buckeyes. Transferred from Cleveland State last year, played a ton last season, and then coming into this year having an iffy playing style, and then seals the deal for the Buckeyes to get the Big Ten regular season championship. Gannon just outrunning his defenders, making it look easy, coming to the middle of the field, sees right down the middle, cans it. Buckeyes go up 2 with 50+ seconds left.
They're playing hockey right now. It's working, clock running, 3 seconds. 1.3 left, but it doesn't matter. Nick Myers and the Ohio State faithful taste it. And they've done it. A surge for the ages in the 4th quarter on the road. Ohio State, Big Ten regular season champions for the first time in program history.
Your final score, ladies and gentlemen, Ohio State 10, Michigan 8. This concludes the regular home season for your Michigan men's lacrosse team.
Fyock ended with 12 saves, and when Ohio State trailed 8-5, those handful of saves gave his offense a chance. And then Gannon Matthews with a 4th quarter hat trick, and the rest of the attack group produced a 5-0 run that will go down in Ohio State lore.
Here at the UM Lacrosse Stadium.
4-1 in the Big Ten, regular season champs, #1 seed. Meyer will be the first to hold it. The Buckeyes with their first ever regular season title and a historic comeback to do it, with 5 straight to close out the game and win by 2. You can see how much it means to all of them.